Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give praises to Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, call Allah Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Wa shalom to Yakim, that puts the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity by Hashem, Barakah Kodash. And it's pretty much, I just want to touch on a quick lesson, to mainly based upon, on really what is going to protect us, because evil is coming. And though it be prophesied to our people, but see, their mindset is not, fixated upon trusting, upon, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Even though they hear this, the prophecies and this word, they hear it, but, they ain't being mixed with faith, to move them, to be hooked and, to fixate their trust upon Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Because, see, everybody knows and believes that we're in the last days, and everybody, has an idea of what's coming, and the Lord sent forth the prophets, to confirm these times, to wake our people up, to speaking to the ears of our people. I'll get that precept right now, actually. This is the second Ezra, chapter 15. That's lucky. Second Ezra, chapter, that's lucky. Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse, get this thing can load. Verse 1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And what's the words, that's being brought towards you, man? That's being brought towards you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. The chosen people of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. What words is being told unto you? The words of prophecy, man, telling you, breaking down to you these times that we're in, breaking down the signs, all according to, the scriptures, man, and telling you the grand scheme of what your enemy is planning against us, man. And we're all filtering it all through the scriptures, man, and the precepts according to what Yahweh spoke of, before they, like way back, like 2,000 something years ago, man, and how they're manifesting themselves today in these times, man, and we're breaking it all down to you, all according, to the scriptures, and, a lot of our people, they hear it, some be moved, to fear, and be converted, and some, hear it, and they still be, fear, and but don't be converted, but they just ignore it, and some just completely ignore it. But in the back of everybody's mind, you see, the spirit is convicting your soul, man, because everybody, hears this thing, and especially now in in fucking so-called 2022, where things really popping off, you're like not seeing that as many scoffers no more, man, because things are really happening, man. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and would set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, man, so though, it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. But see, we're seeing these things, these prophecies, manifest themselves, and literally no more tarrying, man. Because at a certain point in time, the prophecies, was taking its time, for everything, to unfold itself exactly, as it is written, and it felt like that, like it would seem like to be tearing. That's why the Lord said, saying, though it tarry, wait for it, and it will surely come, but it will not tarry. We are in them times to where they are fully, speaking, man. They're like screaming and jumping out the pages, man. And the prophets are revealing it unto you and breaking it down to you, all according, to the scriptures, man. In the spirit of prophecy, is speaking, upright truth unto you, man. And and a lot of our people, be convicted, man. And puts them in that, that worrisome feeling, that woe is me feeling, like Ezra was saying, but a lot of our people don't take that step. It's like, don't take that step, to put their trust in Yahweh Shemi outside. They talking about, stockpiling up food, finding bunkers and shit. But see, you're already fucking up, man. I'm saying your first mindset, obviously should be the fear of Yahweh Shemi outside. I'm saying, and your second step is to put your trust in him, man. Fearing him, understanding, okay, like I don't have a bunker, whatever, it's literally no other way to escape these plagues that's coming. So what should I do, just, so that I be delivered, and that is where, instruction comes in, man. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse, let's start at verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. Yeah, man. And this is wise counsel right here, man. Listening, and keeping your foot, in the midst of the prophets, man. And just shut up and listen, man. Because what? Because it's good for you, to learn and understand, how you can please the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, in the name of His Son Yahushua. So that, Lord willing, that you may be part of that election and be delivered, be granted that mercy from it, man, from the great wrath that's coming. A wise man will, verse 5, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation of the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shah is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And you see that within the great majority of our people. They hear this word, and the majority of them, just be triggered to just fucking scoff and despise His truth, and go about their day, not knowing that they just marked themselves, to literally, receive this judgment, man, in due time. You just marked yourself for damnation, coming up against the prophets, just, making yourself to be, a complete demon. See, only the election, are going to, come across this thing and hear this thing, and that's all it takes, to just see this thing or hear this thing, and they're gonna fear, and they're gonna be hooked. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping their foot, and just learning, so that they Lord willing be delivered, man. you know, and that's the beginning of knowledge, man. The beginning of understanding, the beginning of wisdom and instruction, man. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because now you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna walk my, I'm gonna, turn my whole life around, and stop, eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, because why? Because I'm afraid, of displeasing my power. I'm afraid of, you know, um, you know, yeah, what's the word? Like being looked down upon, from my salvation, you know. So that should be in every Israelite's mindset, the moment they hear this truth, like not thinking about, oh, preparing in their own means and their own hands, from the times that's coming, because see, the Lord is only going to be with His election, man. This is Psalms. Just look here. This is Psalms 44. Let's start at verse. Let's start at verse 4. For thou art my king, O Most High. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. For thou hast saved us from our enemies, and has put them to shame that hated us. And the Most High we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever, Salah. But thou hast cast off and put us, Khan, that's the main point. See, majority of people are trusting in their own, their own hands and their own swords and their own goods, trying to fucking stockpile on shit, which, ain't nothing wrong for doing that, to trying to, have like a couple, like extra shit in the house, just being prudent. But you put in all your, your hope, and, your trust, you just, all your faith in that thing, and you just completely, forgetting about Yahweh Shemel Shad, and just completely, like, casting it, far from you, that's not, the way, man. You're trusting, in your possessions, you're already fucking up, man. See, our salvation, our help is gonna be coming from Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and Jay hear that, and it sounds like cliche to them, like some Christianity type shit, but it's the truth, like the only thing that's what's gonna get you through Jacob's trouble, is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua and keeping His hedge about you, with His angels, man, the holy angels guiding about you, man, guiding about you, dodging bullets, seeing looters and cannibals fucking running after you and shit, man, for a lack of bread, you just a whole, platoon of fucking NATO troops are just fucking ravishing people, man. Teeth of wild beasts and strange apparitions. These things, to deliver you from these things is gonna be, a supernatural force guiding you and protecting you, man. And let alone the missiles, man. Don't you know? How strange it is. The strangeness of the salvation of the election. It's gonna be what you call so-called UFOs, man. The chariots of the Most High, man. Which been here before the earth was even existing, man. And with the holy angels. This is what's going, guide, the election in and out through danger and evil from what's coming, and what's guiding, the election, through them now, through evils, now, through certain, like, like, things that could have happened, but you didn't know that, see, the angels was protecting you, and preventing that thing from happening unto you. Why is that? Because, you're fearing and serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? For I will, verse 6, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. You know what I'm saying? So, your mindset, your faith, and your trust should be upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and not trusting, upon your own hands, and thinking that, yeah, I'm good, when the shit hits the fan, whatever, I got my Jack Daniels, my sword, I got 2 years worth of food, like no, man. See, you don't know that the Lord used you, to build that up for, for the next man, for the election, for one of his chosen. And, he just might kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because you lack faith in him, and you put your trust in your possessions, in your own sword, which, you just a fucking vain thing, man. Because you don't know that the Lord, he's the one that ordains all these things, man. You forgot that the Lord, he's the one that's going to be bringing these evils, man. He's going to ordain these evils upon these people so that they can't escape, but his election, he's going to preserve them from these things. I'll get that in Isaiah. Lucky. This is Isaiah 65, verse matter of fact, I started verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Why is that? Because you cast away, the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and trusted in your own vain will. You which, that's idolatry, man. You know what I'm saying? You rather trust in your own stuff, rather than the Most High fucking made you, man. You don't even know that he's the ones, that establishes your heart, in everything that you do before you even, think about it, like the moment you wake up, he's the one that ordains everything that happens in your fucking, your life, your day to day, he puts things, he directs your steps, matter of fact, this is the Proverbs. Damn. So this is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. How can a man then understand his own way? A man's goings is of the Lord, man. I'm gonna try to get another precept. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord Yahweh Shemashah directeth his steps. You know, so you don't know that the Lord ordained you to scoff to make you, not believe. Make you trust in your own goods, so that you stockpile upon food. And do all that shit. And just for him, to have you, die in these plays that come in Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? And he made you do all that for one of his men, for the election. And he ordained you to do that because he ordained, his elect to be preserved, man. In a time of complete hopelessness, of famine, not knowing where you're gonna get your bread, but the elect are gonna believe unto the end. And the Lord is going to, make ways, in the wilderness, in the wilderness, as He said, and He going, like that movie, The Road, man, where him and his son, had no idea where they was going, just fucking, just fucking wandering about city to city, scrapping, crumbs of food from off the, from the street, from fucking, from fucking, like old, destroyed, like kitchen counters and shit, restaurant tables, until, just one day, they came across a bunker, and it was full with fucking, just food, soap, water, and fucking alcohol, Jack Daniels, They even had cigarettes, which is off. But, it goes to show you, like the main point